Yesterday, our church's worship proclaimed through music and children's time, prayers, and sermon that God keeps God's promises. God gets the last laugh. In 2007, after being checked into the Missouri Psychiatric Center, the first thing I saw was this puzzle in the middle of the common room. I saw in the puzzle my older brother, who called himself an insane fly fisherman and who had died of stomach cancer 6 years before. I was not grieving him well, but I sensed his presence. I was not alone. 1,500 years ago, when our people were wandering in the wilderness, God provided the water they needed when Moses struck a rock and water poured out. God was here. I was not alone. In the waters of baptism, the church proclaimed the love and call of Jesus for my life until I could proclaim those myself. The puzzle wasn't completed, and neither was my journey. I was not alone. On the table next to the puzzle was one book, Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. He began writing this fictional allegory in the 1600s while in prison for violating Parliament's Conventicle Act, gathering for worship not sanctioned by the Church of England with more than 5 unrelated people. It wasn't for healthy social distancing. It was for religious conformity. I was not alone. A man literally named Christian introduced himself to me. He would befriend and guide me through my entire time in the hospital. I was not alone. After 2 weeks and medication, I left the book and companion and hospital behind, but I took the puzzle. While it seemed an illegal but immoral act, I soon mailed a $20 bill with a note to buy a new puzzle because I was still completing mine. What signs are you seeing around you that God is keeping God's promise in your life? How are you adding another piece to your puzzle in light of God's promises?